Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. First of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They run again with Walker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
And Walker's somebody who just impresses you every time he steps on the field. He's a guy who was the Walter Camp and Doak Walker Award winner's final collegiate season behind a 1,600-yard campaign. 300 carries or more, that wouldn't be unexpected in his first season in the NFL.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And some space here. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, here's Walker.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
at their own 23. Play action. Now Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when sometimes interceptions result.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Throwing now is Geno. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this throw will be intercepted.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Brewers. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
These fans here in Seattle getting the chance to see Russell Wilson play his first game for a franchise other than theirs. In Russell's 10 seasons in a Seahawk uniform, he went 104, 53-1 in the regular season, threw for over 37,000 yards, almost 300 touchdowns, a Pro Bowler 9 of his 10 seasons with the Seahawks, and of course led them to victory over, ironically,
and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
18 rep, Buffalo, 18.
Geno now to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Here's Walker.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Walker once more. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run, Walker. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marquise Goodwin from 3 yards out.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up the 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room.
Walker with a grab, left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
To throw again on 2nd down, Smith. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
19 Lions.
Now Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
Play action. It's Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Phillips now from the end zone.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times over to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
From the 24, Smith. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
19-5, 19-5.
Walker looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Smith. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Left wing 19.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helps contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson, he's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Reggie Robertson, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Wilson going to throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 86 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignment, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This one worked quite well on that play.
On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And going right back to Walker. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A give for Walker running right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. Now Wilson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Off of play action, here's Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
From the end zone, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down.
And my goodness, another interception. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, set. Everybody.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. On 2nd down, it's Walker. 139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Throwing now, Smith. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93%.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what it...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
I certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Pass Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On third down, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Smith going to throw it. Being chased out left. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On first down, Smith. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks